Greetings, Ben Ray here with another edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. So first, I would love a rating and review if you find value in this podcast. If you do, send me the screenshot to Ben at thesaascfo.com and I'll feature your company in my next newsletter to 70,000 subscribers. So getting to today's topic, don't exit without preparing these four key finance data sources. I see this over and over with all the SaaS companies that I help. Rarely do they have perfect data. We don't expect perfect data, but we need a good data foundation. This is so important. One, just to operate our business, to scale our business the right way with the right data, with the right metrics. But when you go to exit, when you go to fundraise, or if you have people knocking at your door, it's going to make the process much harder. And you just won't have those quality discussions around the value of your business if we're fumbling around with your data and just can't understand your data. So the first data source in no particular order, first is HRS data. So really people data, people and contractor data. We need to track FTE counts. We need to track FTE counts by department. We need to know the contractors by department. This is so important. One, so we can have good headcount reports. Two, so we have payroll and contractor expenses posted to the right departments on our P&L. So important. And I see this over and over, just these wages, contractors posted all over P&L, then really it makes our P&L data unusable. Second is financial. So of course, our accounting data, our P&L data, balance sheet data, cash flow statements that we need to operate our business. We need clear and distinct revenue categories. We need a department structure in place. We need to code every single expense to a department level in our accounting software so we can create the proper SaaS P&L, COGS versus OPEX, proper gross profit, margins by revenue stream. Financial data, so important. And a timely close, of course. Usually shooting for 5 business days if you have in-house team, at least by mid-month if you have outsourced bookkeepers. Third data source, and this I see a problem with all the time, bookings data. So if we have a CRM system tracking close won opportunities, we're tracking new, we're tracking expansion, we're tracking contraction. Somewhere else, we're probably tracking churn. So we need bookings data by the revenue type. We need to know the ARR value, the single year value, what's the TCV value, and so on. So bookings data. Now, if you don't speak the bookings language, your self-service SaaS, low price point, high volume, we're going to derive that from our MRR waterfall because it's so critical. All that bookings data, of course, feeds our pipeline analytics, how we pay out commissions, and also feeds our go-to-market efficiency metrics. So bookings data source number 3. Finally, customer/revenue data. So that's invoice data, payments data, our RevRec schedule. So those MRR schedules that we need in order to calculate retention, ASPs, customer retention. That's going to feed our forecast, feeds important metrics. And again, another huge data source that's often overlooked. And then we're trying to piece that together. And that's really hard to piece together if we have poor invoicing practices, not the right data on our invoices, or using multiple systems to invoice. This becomes really, really tricky. So if you're thinking about an exit down the road, thinking about the fundraise, please allow, at least if you're going to hire someone to help you out here, at least 6 months to get this in order and then start that process. Even better if you have 12 to 24 months, if it's down the road a bit, to get someone in, or just internally to get this accounting or the data foundation in place. It's so key because we want to make that due diligence process easy. We want to make that data easily consumable for those potential investors, acquirers, so we can have better discussions versus discussions around data quality. So the 4 key finance data sources, there will be a link in the show notes to my blog post that covers the 4 key finance data sources. Hope everyone is well and take care.